Measuring for an Ameridome with 10 points or less. Items that you will need. A 100-foot tape measure. A clipboard. A pencil. A black Sharpie, like a Marks-A-Lot. Copy of the form on the right, which you can get on our website at websweeper.com. Or you can give us a call at the number below. And an assistant. Some rocks, Pepsi cans, breadcrumbs. No, bad idea. Skip the breadcrumbs. Coins or whatever to use as temporary markers. And, just like anything else, a little patience. Okay, let's go over a few things. Clearances. We like to see at least 3 foot of clearance from the dome wall to the pool. Inside the dome, at the base of the wall, there's a flap. It's about 18 inches wide, and that's how we keep the air in the dome. Now you can walk on the flap without hurting it, but it can be very slippery. If you need to walk on a portion of it on a regular basis, lay some indoor-outdoor carpeting over it to prevent injury. If you have a diving board, you should plan on laying out the dome to go at least 6 inches behind it. Or you can consider removing it during the time the dome is up. Note: most people tend to gather on the pool deck near the shallow end of the pool. This is the area where you may want to add a little extra dome for a couple of chairs, a card table, or whatever. Do not try to make the dome too large. Larger domes are more susceptible to wind damage, are harder to move, and are more expensive to operate. Clearances outside of the dome. Keep the exterior wall of the dome at least 2 feet from any object. This will prevent the dome from snagging itself on something if the wind is blowing and the power goes out. These two things usually happen at the same time. If this is not possible, we can make protective curtains from vinyl and apply grommets to them. You can attach the curtains to the fence, tree, rock, building, etc. to assure that if the dome sways, you'll have vinyl rubbing on vinyl and not on something sharp. Possible shapes of domes. We can pretty much make a dome to fit any application. Flat decks, upstairs, over spas, wooden decks, etc. Couple of things we try to avoid are placing a dome over a slide. You know, the ones that are 6 foot tall or more. And we are pretty limited on making a dome with what we would call an inside corner. That's pretty much it. So let's get on with the measuring. Let's start with the markers. We're going to use Pepsi cans in this example of a pool dome measuring. Boy, that kind of makes you thirsty, doesn't it? Place the cans on the pool deck to make an outline of the dome. Okay, anybody seen my Pepsi? Now you can walk around and arrange the markers to get the shape you want your dome to be. As you can see, we've broken our main measuring rules, the inside corner rule. In some cases like this, we will need to pour some more concrete. Or we could pour a concrete footing in the center of the span to attach the dome onto. We can help you with any of this if you have questions, by the way. As we finalize the measurements, we need to eliminate the possibility of the pool deck fracturing when the anchors are installed. Keep the anchor points no closer than 6 inches from the outside edge of the concrete. Now let's number the markers on the deck. Use the Sharpie and make a circle about the size of a dime at each location where the dome wall will be changing direction. Working in a clockwise direction, number each point beginning in the general area as shown in the drawing below. Try to keep 1 and 2 as far away from each other as possible. That helps us get better numbers. Now, measure from point 1 to point 2 and log it on the sheet. Measure to the nearest half inch. Measure from point 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6, and so on, and log these numbers on the sheet also. Now, you'll be measuring across the water. Pull the tape fairly tight. A slight little sag in the measuring tape is not a problem. Measure from 1 to 3, 1 to 4, 1 to 5, 6, etc., and log all of these numbers on the measuring sheet also. Now, let's measure from 2 to 4, 2 to 5, 2 to 6, 2 to 7, etc., and log all of these numbers on the sheet. Complete all other measurements and log them on the sheet also. Wow, that's a lot of numbers. But it's well worth it when you get your very own AmeriDome for fall, winter, and spring fun. Have questions? Need some help measuring? Feel free to give us a call at 800-982-6966. Thank you. Bye.